taking a page out of Shane Marzoff's book. I'm out here on the back roads with the D9. Anyway, I took a left in Albuquerque, ended up out here at Area 41. That's right there is one of those towers that they talk to aliens with. I'm getting kind of nervous that I'm going to run into some aliens. Probably some illegal aliens. Oh, look, there's an orb over there. That's a spaceship right there. Oh, I better put the camera down. I'm going to get in trouble. Good Lord. Where am I? Where is Waldo? Huh. So this is Power County. You see a huge difference in Power County roads and Bingham County roads. Power County knows how to build a road, take care of it. They mag chloride all their gravel roads. They're really nice. Bingham County, on the other hand, can't build a driveway. Nothing against the guys that work for Bingham County, it's the people in charge. Hey, if you're wondering where I'm at, 4 miles that way. That's where you find the Andersons. I should put a Jpaydirt sticker on that. What do you think? We're pushing rocks today. This is nasty work. These are hand-picked lava rocks out of potato and beet fields. Okay, so I got a box from the Nooge. Not Ted, but Tom. Ooh, he's got me a hat. Lick a chick. Bras. What's that, Tom? Oh my gosh. Bras d'or. Okay, so I don't speak French Canadian, eh? Can't wait to go to town with that. And it looks like you sent me some newspapers. That's awesome. He says, hello, Jim or James or even Jpaydirt. You know, a lot of people seem to mix that up. My name is Jeff. It's not Jay, but whatever. I don't care. I've been called worse. He says, thought you would get a kick out of this. It's actually true. And from my hometown, the A and K means Art King. Years ago, Playboy magazine would show funny signs on the last page. So the joke was it was the only thing from Cape Breton that made Playboy until we had a girl that finally made the centerfold. How are things going with your business? Going well, I hope. Yes. Like your YouTube videos and thought I was subscribed until I was wondering why you didn't make new videos. Even watched the one where you were at the mailbox and mentioned my name. Thanks, I appreciate what you're doing for the vet. I am one and broke my back and neck. Oh my. So I heard when you talk about getting him help. Bought a second hat for the brother-in-law and he loves it. It's so special that he only wears it when he is going places in the car. So you have to have an honored place. He is naked without the hat also. A couple of questions. It is to save money or ensuring that you do it and you know it's right. I am talking about replacing the tires on your earth movers. Yes, absolutely. Costs too much money, and if you want something done right, Tom, you got to do it yourself. And other, Cat has gotten out of the trucking business due to California standards. What will happen with their equipment side? Do they have to meet any standards there? Yes. Cat got out of the truck engine market. I think they had a lot of reasons, but I don't think they'll ever be back in, and that's because Kenworth has their own engine, which is the Packard engine. Freightliner, what are they using? They'll use you got Detroit and you got Cummins. Oh, Freightliner has Daimler-Benz. Everybody has their own engines now, so there's really no room for Cat to get back into it. Yes, they do have to meet Tier 4 final with the smaller machines. Eventually, the big stuff will probably have to meet Tier 4 final. So, yeah. All I hear is praise when truckers are talking about their motor. They like their Cat motors, as do you. I wonder if Cat will try to make the standards for... It's not, Tom, it's not really about California. It's EPA's Tier 4 final. Yeah, California's Nazi nuts over it. Cat didn't want to go into the EGR. They have now. So like that D8T I rented, it did not have the twin turbos like my A cert. It had a single, but it had EGR, it had the DPF. It didn't have the DEF fluid. It was old enough. It didn't have to have that. But I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, you guys that are watching this, since I don't spend millions of dollars on new equipment, where is the cutoff on Tier 4 final or Tier 4, and what's the biggest piece of equipment Cat makes that requires DEF fluid? So yeah, I don't know all of that, but it wasn't California that totally killed him. I hope I make your board this time. I'm bribing you with a hat. Tom, I'm sure I put you on the board, didn't I? Well, if I didn't, yeah, I'll put you on the board. Put you on there all by yourself. Oh, there we go. A&K Lick-A-Chick. Okay, now I noticed you took that through the car window. What's the deal, Tom? You didn't want to get out and take that? Oh, that's cool. A&K Lick-A-Chick. Thank you very much, Tom. I want to give a special shout out to Tom Nugent from Florence, Nova Scotia up in Canada. He's retired military. Thank you for your service, Tom. And thank you very much for the hat and the newspapers. Appreciate it. Hey, got another package from one of my awesome subscribers. This is from David in Pennsylvania. David sent me some truck papers and some of these Diesel Progress magazines. They're really interesting. Talks about power generation, diesel stuff, a lot of big engines. Anyway, talked to David on the phone the other day. We had a good old talk. And David is the one that sent me these. He sent me these ratchet straps. Anyway, that was totally awesome, David. Thank you for doing that. Anyway, one of these days when I go back east or whatever, I'm going to have to swing by and see you, David. You live in a beautiful place in Pennsylvania. Yep, that's right. I spied on you. I typed your address into Google Earth. You're out in the middle of nowhere, which is totally awesome. Beautiful country back there. So the UPS football team strikes again. So I ordered this over a month ago, and they destroyed it so badly. They had, I don't know what they did with it. I think they sent it back. And then I had to get a hold of the company and ask them what in the heck happened. So anyway, it came back like this. So that's what it is. It's a roller for the inside of the scraper bowl. This goes on the side of the ejector and guides it. Anyway, it's like way super tight, so I'm going to have to pull the lid off. I think they've got the bearing nut adjusted way too tight. That's not even going to turn. So, and then I'll drill the top cover here and put a grease fitting in it. That's what we do with them. Then the other thing you want to do is, if that seal's not put in backwards, you really can't grease it. So you end up taking the seal out, probably put a new one in, but you put it in upside down so that when you grease it, it pushes the stuff out, won't push the seal out. Where'd you learn to weld? High school?
I don't know, you taught me the basics. It's high school. Probably burnt hundreds of pounds of wire.
Jake's been out in the shop the last 2 days slaving away, making some sawhorses so we can put that big sheet of AR plate on it and cut it up off the ground. Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Jpaydirt and the Whiteboard, where I get to introduce you to some of my awesome subscribers, and I got a bunch of them. I ain't kidding you, Bill. Check these guys out. Brent Hagen from Lively, Ontario, Canada. Brent, you wouldn't happen to be related to Fastest Hagen, would you? Probably not. Johnny Sessions from Otterville, North Carolina. Michael Forbing from Temecula, California. Willard Osborne from Homer, Georgia. Dorian Hobbs, he's from Vero Beach, Florida. I'll tell you what, Dorian, why don't you send me your address? I'll come down for a week. That sounds like an awesome place to be right now, Vero Beach. Nolan Whitmire and Sons. He didn't tell me where he's from, so I'm not putting you on the whiteboard, Nolan. His sons are Maverick, Cash, and Eli. I love those names. That's really cool. He says his boys love to watch old Jpaydirt. So I probably better watch my mouth and some of the stuff I say, huh? Anyway, thank you guys for subscribing to me and supporting me. It's just totally awesome. This has been a blast.